the new registration link. So I'm hoping everybody got that message and y'all were able to re-register. I really appreciate y'all doing that. I really, really appreciate y'all doing that because I know that wasn't fun last week when you came on to watch and like I wasn't there because I was using Travis's login and he was having a meeting and you couldn't do 2 webinars at one time. So I was like, okay. So anyway, I just got my own Zoom account and so that I could come on and when I needed to and not have to kick him off of whatever webinar that it was that he was doing. I felt so bad. But anyways, we are live now. Hi, Claudia. Hey, Patricia. Thank you. Yeah, it's my birthday today. So I wanted to come on still on my birthday and break the fast with you guys. Breaking the fast is just a name that came up with while I was talking to my friend Cheryl Bannister. And it really is, I do intermittent fast most every day. And I start around noon and eat for about, have a 6 to 8 hour eating window. And not that breaking the fast on Mondays at noon is always going to be talking about intermittent fasting. In fact, today we're going to talk about plateaus. And if you see, I've got my Embrace the Growl shirt on today because I had a big holiday yesterday celebrating my birthday. Thank you, Claudia. I appreciate that. And I am embracing the growl today. So I'm also doing Jason's fall challenge. If any of the fall focus challenge, if any of you guys are interested, it's a great challenge. It starts today. I think you can still sign up today for the challenge. But you can join us next week and the week after that. He is also doing it for 2 more weeks, and he'll do another challenge in October as well. And I'm just going to pop in on the Shibboleth challenge. See, there's my live. You can hear me now. I'm double talking. I'm just going to make sure that obviously it is there, and I will monitor for anyone that might have questions. And so, yeah. And I also want to share it on the silver page. So when I started this breaking the fast, and this is my 4th episode because I couldn't get on last week and I apologize. But when I started that, it really was more to have a webinar or a class weekly during the day. And when I was talking to Cheryl about what we should call it, I'm like, well, I wanted to kind of do it like it's somebody's lunch hour. So maybe you're at work and you can, watch during your lunch hour or whatever. But I'm like, but that wouldn't be my lunch. That would be my breakfast because I'm breaking my fast around noon. So that's just how it all started. And I'm just so glad that there's people out there that want to watch and want to just get some tips and tricks from my perspective and my journey of Shibboleth. And if you're not a Shibboleth member and you're watching this on the public page, Shibboleth is a ministry and we do food combining to control our insulin to burn stored fat. So that's what you're going to learn. If you're a Shibboleth member, you're going to go through Fast Track with the incredible Kim Danke, and she's going to teach you the whole entire nutritional education with a huge website with recipes and food items and restaurant options and videos and just so much support. Like, it's crazy how much support we have. So if you are interested in Shibboleth, please reach out to someone and figure out if it's something you might be interested in doing. If somebody asked you here, you can message them directly too, and of course get on the Shibboleth lifestyle with us. So, oh my goodness, I'm having the darndest time here, y'all. And I think it's because I have a really hard time. I mean, I don't have a hard time multitasking, but I'm like, why can't I share this to the silver support group. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, sometimes I have people that do it for me, and I really appreciate that. That's so super sweet. But I am going to share it. I just figured it out. Okay, cool. So today I'm breaking the fast. First of all, I'm Julie Marandino. If you don't know me, and I have been on Shibboleth since May of 2019. I watched my friend Kim Danke shrink away, and I had to find out what she was doing. And I'm blessed that I did because, oh my gosh, it's changed my life. And I love, love, love sharing Shibboleth. I love everything about it. It is an amazing ministry, and it is truly changing people's lives all over the country. And here I go again. Oh, let me turn my volume down. I kind of like to watch, see if anybody has questions over there on Facebook. So I'm gonna get my act together here in a second, y'all. Probably. I promise. I promise. Okay. Hey. Oh, there's lots of people on Facebook watching. That's awesome. Sherry Ditto is at the Shibby Shop. Welcome me. Happy birthday. Or wishing me happy birthday. Thank you. And Diane and Nikki and Jennifer McKibben and Julie and Jennifer McKibben. I'm breaking my fast with side salad and approved pizza. That's awesome. I love that we can have pizza, chicken wings, like all kinds of stuff. We can make croutons for our salad. I love that idea. Oh my gosh. And she's down 2.9 more pounds this morning. Congratulations. That is awesome. Well, I just wanted to tell everybody that was watching on Facebook hello too. And of course, everybody here in the webinar. I appreciate each one of you. Thank you, Nikki, for wishing me happy birthday. But I love to interact with my Facebook groups too, only because, there's people asking questions in there too. So anyway, let's talk about what I'm going to talk about with you guys today. And it happens to all of us. So don't think if it's just happening to you, it's not true. We're going to talk about plateaus. So everybody loses tons of weight in the beginning with any program that you do. You're going to be making changes to your lifestyle. Maybe you're drinking more water, you're eating less. Of course, with the Shibboleth lifestyle, we can lose up to 10% of your body weight in the first month. I always suggest that you take a front and side picture before, and it's for your eyes only. You never have to share it with anybody. Of course, that's what I thought too, but now I share it with everybody because it's amazing. I love Shibboleth. And then I also recommend that you take your measurements. And when you remember in your journal, on the day you're journaling, there's a place to put your weight and your measurements. And I like to stick it in there because it tells you where to measure. So you can make sure, if you're measuring your waist right above your belly button, you can measure the same time at the same place every time that you measure. And measuring is so important because sometimes we're not losing weight on that scale, but we are burning stored fat and we're losing inches. And I tell the story a lot. I know probably a lot of you have heard this story, but when I first started, I lost about 10, 12 pounds the first 2 weeks. I was so excited. I took my measurements the very first day I started. Of course, I weighed, measured, and I just went by that scale for, to see how much weight that I had lost. So I'd lost about 10 to 12 pounds in that first 2 weeks. Week 3 and 4, I lost no weight. And I was getting so discouraged because I thought, oh, here we go again. Here is, just some other program that's not going to work, and I'm not going to lose weight anymore. And then I had someone tell me to re-measure. So I was like, all right. So I had measured right when I started. I lost that 10 to 12 pounds in 2 weeks. At the end of the second week, I remeasured. So I was able to see the measurement, the inches gone and the weight gone in those 2 weeks. And then again, like I said, week 3 and 4, I didn't lose any weight. So at the end of week 4, I retook my measurements, and between week 3 and 4, I had lost 11 inches overall on my body. And I was like, wow. And that's when I figured out that scale was not my friend. I mean, it's a way we can measure. It's one of the ways that we can measure our progress, but it's not the only way we can measure our progress. Measuring our body, obviously. There's other things like non-scale victories, like your pants looser? Are your rings fit better? Or are people noticing that you're losing weight? Are they asking you about it? Do you have more energy? Are you not having that afternoon crash anymore? Because controlling our insulin throughout the day, we're not having those roller coasters like we used to, like up and down and up and down. And then you'd have to grab a Snicker or a donut or, a coffee in the afternoon full of sugar and cream, whether or not you made it or you went to a coffee house and bought it. I mean, that's what we thought was helping us to stay awake. We were just tired. Well, no, we were crashing and burning from all of the changes in our sugar levels. So maybe with your non-scale victories, and this is one of my favorite ones, I was able to fit that bath towel all the way around my body. I was blown away. And it was one of those things that like I really didn't even pay attention to until one day I got out of the shower and I was like, wait a minute. I don't like, I used to put it around my body and then it would be like a V, like an open V. You could see half my leg and my hip and everything because I'm like a pear shape. So I put that towel on and it went all the way around. And I was like, what? Like I don't have a V anymore. I can actually wrap the towel all the way around my body. So try and find those little things to help keep you motivated and to help um, keep you in a more positive light when you are having a plateau, because everybody has them. And what are some things that you can do when you have a plateau? Well, first of all, let's remember it happens and you're not the only person. So let's figure out how we can push you through that plateau. Don't quit. Keep plugging in your perfect days. Keep doing what you're doing. You could do a wow challenge or maybe 2 wow challenges in a row and just mix up what you're doing every day by having a wow challenge. Of course, take your measurements and compare like we talked about. Limit bread and tortillas to 1 time a day. Look back at your journal, and this is why it's important that we journal, and see if you're having higher salty items. So maybe you could skip the chips, the perfect pairing chips that we all love. Please do not skimp on your protein. So every meal that you're eating, make sure you're getting either the middle or the most amount of protein that you can get, because the protein is helping us keep full, and it could help you with the next step, which is to possibly give up your freebies or your extra or your snack or all 3 of those. I mean, obviously if we're in a plateau, we're not losing weight, maybe we need to not take on all of the optional things that we can get throughout the day, and that limits us and we have less calories. So think about it like that. You could decide to intermittent fast. So the first breaking the fast show that I did, I think it was the end of August or the 1st of September. It was the first Monday I did it, and it's in the video library. If you're a Shibboleth member, you can go to myshibboleth.com, go to the yellow tab, videos and print material, and there's a Julie's Corner. And there's the 3 that I've done already. And then, of course, this one will be in there later. But there's the 3 in there that you can watch. And the very first one was about intermittent fasting. If you're a gold member, you can watch your gold member videos about intermittent fasting. And that's in the same place. So if you're in the video tab, go to the gold member level, and you'll see there the gold member daily doses, and you want to watch those. And then if you're a Tiger's Eye member or lifetime member, you can watch Travis's intermittent fasting days, like Tiger days, Shark days, Lion days, like all of the more advanced intermittent fasting days that we can do through the Tiger's Eye membership. And really the only difference is that you're given a specific list of foods to eat to call it a Tiger 16, a Tiger 24, or a Tiger 36. But if you're just doing regular Shibboleth and you're intermittent fasting, 12 hours, eat 12 hours, don't eat 12 hours. I do a 16 and an 8. So I eat for 8 hours and I don't eat for 16 hours. So basically from like 10 to 6 or 12 to 8 is my eating window. And then after that, I'm not eating anything after that period. And most of it is when we're sleeping. So that's very convenient. So that is another thing that you could do possibly to break a plateau. Maybe look into intermittent fasting. Avoid alcohol is another tip. I know that we can have alcohol and have a perfect day on Shibboleth, but maybe I noticed when I did that, I didn't lose any weight, but I could keep my my efficient fat burning going on. That alcohol really makes you swollen and it really makes you retain water, and so we want to maybe just avoid that for a while. Eat more fiber. So eating more fiber is going to help, first of all, our nutritional education of high protein, high fiber, low sugar, low fat combinations work better. They also help you stay full. I use the Advocare unflavored fiber packets, and I have one over there, so I'm going to go grab it so y'all can see what it looks like. So this is it. It's a little fiber packet. It comes in a box of 10. This is the unflavored kind. So I mix it with a Spark, and it doesn't like do anything to the Spark flavor. Like, this is a watermelon. It doesn't do anything to the Spark flavor. It just adds in some fiber into your drink when you're drinking that. And it can also help you keep full, and it can help with going to the bathroom. But most importantly, stay positive, get an accountability partner, find somebody in Shibboleth land that maybe you don't even know them. I mean, I've met so many people and have built so many friendships through Shibboleth, just reaching out to people and asking questions. Or you could go on this silver group and ask, does anybody need an accountability partner? Maybe you could say, I'm this age, I've got this many kids, I need to lose about this much weight. And y'all could have the same goals, and you could keep each other accountable for those goals. You can get into one of the group challenges, which we're doing right now with Jason, called the Fall Focus Challenge. You will find people in those groups as well that will have the same goals that you have. They're obviously doing the same challenge that you're doing. And, you can message them, but also being within that one group with 40 or 50 people, it definitely helps you to be accountable and to stay perfect. But those challenges too are a great way to break a plateau, because you're just changing up what you're doing. I know, like, for example, in the Fall Focus, we have to earn a snack. So it's not given that you get a snack every day. We have the 3 meals. We can have freebies. We are intermittent fasting. We have to pick our eating window. So it could be a good way for you to get into that and see how you like it. We can pick, I think, a 6, 8, and a 10-hour window to eat. So my day today is a 10-hour window, because I knew when I got up that I would be hungry. So I started my fast today at 10, and then I will eat dinner about 5 or 6 o'clock. But I picked a 10-hour window because my son is cooking dinner for me for my birthday. So I'm not sure exactly what time we're eating. But as soon as I'm done with that meal, I will be done. So stay positive again, get an accountability partner, get in a group, get in a message stream with 3 or 4 Shibboleth members, grab a friend to do it with you, grab a family member or somebody to do Shibboleth with you. And that will really, really help. And most importantly, it's normal. It's part of the process. And don't let that diet devil get to you, because if he's sitting on your shoulder talking to you about how, oh, this isn't going to work, you're stuck, it's not working, you need to go eat your donuts and you need to have a holiday. Don't listen to that diet devil. Just stick with it, stick to the plan, and you will break that plateau. And when you do, that number is going to skyrocket down. Okay, so your body's just leveling out. You've lost a lot, you're leveling out. Let's mix up some of these things, and then bam, get you back into losing weight. And on the scale. But let's remember those non-scale victories too, because they're just as important. So I'm going to run over to Facebook real quick and see if there's any questions. And then basically this is it. This is Breaking the Fast. It's a quick little class, a quick little tutorial of, you know, things that I've seen in my journey with Shibboleth that maybe can help you. So I'm glad you're here. If you registered for the webinar, you'll get an email. I think it's like a 7-week session, and you'll get it. You don't have to continue to keep registering. You also can watch me live on the Shibboleth public page. We post it there. And then I share it into the Silver group and also into my own personal private group called The Real Skinny. So I pop it in there too. Let's see. We've got some people maybe have some questions. We're going to see if we can answer them real quick. And then we will move on with our Monday afternoon. So let's see. Thank you, Sherry Ditto, for reminding me. If you're not a member and you think Shibboleth might be something you want to try, please go to shibbolethdeals.com. And Sherry has posted it in the comments on the Facebook feed. It's shibbolethdeals.com. And right now, Travis has an amazing special. He created a special just for me for my birthday. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, y'all joined for my birthday. Y'all would make me so happy if you weren't a member and you decided to join. So hey, Alicia. Oh my gosh, y'all. Alicia Edwards sent me a video of her 3 kids singing me happy birthday. It was precious. Just the sweetest thing I've seen all day long. Love you, girl. Thank you so much. That really made my day. You have no idea. And yes, there's the daily roundups in the challenges are a great way to help keep you going. And Kim Danke every day, every morning, Monday through Friday, right here on the Shibboleth public page does the Shibby Show. So you guys can watch that too. And you can get notified when we go live in Shibboleth. So make sure you're doing that. So, oh my gosh, Diane Malone, you're so sweet. You typed in all of that stuff that I said. You're the best. You are the best. Thank you so much. So now, if you look in the comments, she typed in everything that I said, all the tips that I gave. That is just amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. And you know what I'm going to do? Oh, it just says I can pin that comment. Who knew? Pin the comment. Well, I think it's going to be at the top. I love it. Learn something new every day on Shibboleth, don't we? I mean, on Facebook. Oh, and she shared to her group, Shibby Transformation. That's amazing. And then Jennifer McKibben has a question about Fairlife protein shakes. Can they be used as a snack? Hers is 130 calories with 24 grams of protein. It looks like a smaller bottle than the ones I've seen. Jennifer, I'm pretty sure we can use those as a snack. Anything really under 200 calories, even if it's a protein shake or a protein bar, can be a snack. Just make sure whichever protein shake that is, you look it up and that it's approved shake in the Shibboleth Food Library, but I'm pretty sure it is. You also could ask that in the Fixed It group or myshibboleth.com. In the lower right-hand corner is a little chat box. So you can always ask those questions there, and the Shibboleth gals are there 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. But I'm pretty sure that is considered a snack. So, and I don't mind answering either, or just giving other options in case I'm not always available to answer your questions. So I am embracing the growl today, even though it's my birthday. After I have a holiday, I'm usually really hungry the next day. So I broke my fast at 10. I will probably have air for lunch and then have my wonderful dinner that my son is going to make, my husband and I, and he's even going to make it Shibboleth approved. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to be Fall Focus approved, but maybe Jason will give me a little bit of slack on this one. But it's going to be a 1 and a 2 or a 7 and a 2. I ask him to use shrimp or chicken. So whatever he makes, it's going to be awesome. So I really appreciate you guys joining me today on Breaking the Fast. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next Monday at noon.